Former New Hampshire House Speaker Bill O'Brien wants to go to Washington to join what he sees as a fight for the soul of the country.
It's going to be whether we go towards socialism or we push the American values. We return in New Hampshire to the American values.
O'Brien served as Speaker of the New Hampshire House for just one term at the beginning of the decade, but he left his mark, dramatically shrinking the size of state government. In the process, he became the target of Democrats, who now refer to him as Trump before Trump.
Any conservative that comes forward and tries to provide leadership is going to encounter harsh political rhetoric. I'm going to continue talking about what is important to the people of New Hampshire.
How does that happen?
O'Brien faces a competitive primary. The first candidate in the race, Donald Bolduc, has already tried to label him as a career politician. Criticism, O'Brien says, misses the mark.
The people are really not listening to insults, big or small, coming from the left or the right. They're saying, how do we fix that?
WMUR political reporter John DeStaso says for Republicans, a bruising campaign lies ahead.
It looks right now like it's going to be a three-way race. It's already a very bitter battle, kind of behind the scenes.
Of course, loyalty to President Trump is a big issue in any Republican primary these days. Speaker O'Brien supported Senator Ted Cruz in the 2016 Republican presidential primary and stuck with him for quite some time. Ed was fairly critical of then candidate Donald Trump. He now says he'd be a strong ally of the president in Washington. Reporting live in Manchester, Adam Sexton, WMUR News 9.